Christmas.
It's a great time of year.
It's Christmas.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
And welcome to Enter the Vault.
We're feeling Christmassy now.
Wow, we sound so depressed, right?
No, we could write a Christmas number one.
Yeah, that was great.
That was
all
great.
I need to do is add something underneath it.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many somber Christmas songs.
Like what?
Well, like Fairy Tale in New York. That's not
Oh,
exactly...
that doesn't really count.
Oh, yeah, it does. They talk about Christmas carols in the chorus. It counts as a Christmas song.
Yeah, I guess. It's basically not a Christmas song. It's basically like they made that and then someone was like,
Yeah, whatever.
do you want to add some bells underneath it?
Yeah, it's like that E17 song. Like, that's not really a Christmas song. That's just a fucking love song, and then they just put some sleigh bells underneath it. Now, Radio 2 did a my dad was telling me about this when I was back up north. They did a section. They were just like, what makes a Christmas song? And they and they managed to whittle it down to it either has to have sleigh bells or Cliff Richard in it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it a Christmas song.
So that was a snappy start, man. We were straight into it with no introduction. What are we doing? What's this?
We just decided that we wanted to give our listeners a little present for not like
You say a present. It's more like a fucking putting them through an ordeal.
A present from the Joker. Just
It's like getting a family tragedy on Christmas. It's like
oh yeah, and that's always going to make every Christmas afterwards nice and special. Yeah, everyone's gonna come around Christmas time every year and be like, I hope they don't do this again. Oh
yeah.
No.
Oh, if we're still doing the podcast this time next year.
Yeah, we will.
If we don't just give up.
Why would we give up? We talk to ourselves all the time anyway. There's like no effort in just turning the microphone on.
As you just heard from that intro section there.
Yeah, whatever, man. We're natural craftsmen.
So, what we do want to be talking about, there's one thing in particular, but if you can think of any other subjects, we'll do that too.
Well, I can't really think of any subjects off the top of my head right now.
I'm sure we'll get there.
We'll get there. But we were just talking before about mutual love for so I'm not even sure if it's an underrated classic when it comes to Christmas movies.
Well, it only had 2.5 stars on Netflix.
Yeah, but no, I'm not saying that it's not shit. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that it might be underrated as a classic because they're like shit movies can be classic.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic's a fucking banger, but it's still shit at the same time. You know what I mean? But we were just talking about our love for Jingle All the Way by Arnold Schwarzenegger. We were just it's kind of like I can't really feel Christmassy without watching that movie.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like it perfectly encapsulates the sheer capitalism and the sheer and the hollow joy that is Christmas.
It's My Love Actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's barely a fucking Christmas movie. That it's just literally set around Christmas, and then people are like, "There you go, boom, a Christmas movie." It's the exact same thing with the songs all over again. Like all you have to do is just set it in New York in winter.
Put someone in a Santa hat.
Yeah, put someone in a Santa hat, or have someone having trouble buying gifts. Boom, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
it's like, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
But why though?
Because there's loads of Christmas in it. It's mentioned like a shit ton of times. And they have like a bunch of Christmas decorations up in Nakatomi Plaza.
I've not watched that movie in a long time.
It's a great movie. Like it really is pretty decent as like even looking at it from a critical perspective in terms of writing and direction and stuff. It's actually pretty good.
A critical perspective.
Yeah, I've got like a PhD in movies.
Film.
Yeah,
half the fucking people who write film reviews don't have PhDs in anything.
No, fucking losers, man.
Fucking losers. Who the hell just talks about films as a job? Fucking get a proper job. Get your hands dirty. Sell some
run
comics.
a fucking comic book shop.
Get some paper cuts on you, dude. Like, even though I've not got a single paper cut.
No, because we bag and board everything
to prevent,
See, we bring the Christmas cheer all year round. We fucking wrap people's comic presents for them.
Yeah.
Straight up.
But they can see what it is.
Yeah, but as an adult, you already know what all your Christmas presents are.
New idea.
What? If you say
Sell
gift
a comic,
wrapping, no, okay.
Sell a comic with 2 boards on it. It's like a mystery bag.
But they still know what it is, right? We're not just going to be like,
no.
These, okay.
Yeah, you just be like, here's a mystery bag. It might be shit. It might cost us 10p.
And they open it up and it's that Stan Lee thing that we've had hanging around the shop.
Right, so yeah, just comics for a sec. Stan Lee wrote a thing called Chakra the Invincible.
It looks bunk.
I had high hopes as it was a Stan Lee thing.
And yeah, Stan Lee's done some okay work in the past.
I was wrong.
I was deceived.
the artwork is also really bad. So
whoever drew that.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is it's Stan fucking Lee. You'd think he could pick any artist on the Marvel or anyone in comics and just be like, hey, do you want to draw this comic book that I'm writing?
And they're like, yes, please.
But
I will pay you to do that.
Yeah. But instead they got like a 13-year-old who seems to animate in Flash to kind of just export screenshots.
Whatever, man. I find those people on Newgrounds the real artists. Yeah. So
well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Newgrounds are cool.
Newgrounds is cool. I've not been on Newgrounds in a long time.
This comic isn't great. You can buy it from us though.
I mean, if you want to experience the pain, come down to Vault Comics and we'll do that for a pretty penny.
Right, that's the promo done.
Yeah, that's the promo done. Stop talking about yourselves. Talk about Christmas.
We don't have any music, do we, for this?
Well, I'm sure we can put in a Christmas carol somewhere.
No, probably not.
Why not?
Because they're probably copyrighted.
No, I mean like we make up our own Christmas carol.
Oh.
Nah, that's too much
effort. That's a lot of work, yeah.
And that involves having to think about the good feelings that come around this time of year. And we don't really... Well, I don't know. I don't hate Christmas.
No, I don't hate it. I'm just one of those people that's just like... I could just go about my day and...
Just be a kind of normal day, except for everything's closed.
Yeah.
It's like I'm forced into the holiday because everyone else is having the holiday. It's like, really, I can't just live my life like the way I want to. I have to have the day off just because everyone's got the fucking day off.
Yeah, well, some corner shops are still open.
Yeah, man, they're real soldiers, man. I like that.
Yeah. So, Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah, Jingle All the Way. We were talking about
that movie that we started talking about 3 minutes ago and immediately got sidetracked.
Yeah, why did you end up watching it anyway?
Well, I was at my girlfriend's last night.
Loser.
And yeah, pretty much. And we was looking for a movie on Netflix, and as you know, there's barely any movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
So well, good movies. Everything in the recently added has been a 1-star thing. And it was a choice between Jingle All the Way or A Very Murray Christmas.
And fuck Bill Murray. Yeah, so I've had enough of him.
Sick of him. So I stuck on Jingle All the Way, and I was like, oh, it's been years since I've seen this. Like, it must have been about 5-6 years, easily. And but I remember like really, really enjoying it and just thinking it was a fun, easy to watch Christmas movie.
It reminded me of a lot of a Christopher Columbus movie, like a Home Alone kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just very jovial and like just silly fun.
It's silly, yeah.
It's just silly fun. I mean, it's just like any Arnie movie just made G-rated or PG-rated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, I stuck it on, and then like about 10 minutes in, I remembered how fucking good it was and how much I loved it, because it is pretty stunning, actually.
Stunning is, they're big words, dude.
Well, stunning is can be taken in multiple ways.
It's like awesome. I mean, like, whoa, like it's just so, it could be so shit that you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, just it's visual overload for a start.
Oh,
it's auditory overload.
All the time. It's a kids movie. It's just constantly engaging you every fucking millisecond. It's basically an audio visual babysitter. You know, the kind of thing that you just plonk your fucking baby in front of. It's like, just pay attention to the jingling keys.
But it's got some Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, doing some shouty stuff and some action stuff.
Yeah.
So how should we do this? Should we run down the plot? Should we?
Okay. Well, let's not do it step by step. No, we can talk. Well, the general plot for anyone who hasn't watched Jingle All the Way, for anyone who hasn't lived life yet, is Arnold Schwarzenegger is a workaholic. Basically, he works a lot. Like everything's about work.
Unlike us, right?
Unlike us, we're the complete opposite. And because of this, his fatherly duties are waning. He keeps forgetting to turn up to stuff that his son does. Like at the beginning of the movie, misses his son's karate thing, or whatever. And he's like, oh, right, shit. I'm really sorry, Jamie. He says,
yeah.
Jamie is said subordinate enough amount of times during this movie, and it's always in his really thick Austrian accent, and it always makes me giggle.
Yeah.
But basically, so that his kid's pissed off at him just because he's trying to, make a lot of money so the kid can have a good life or whatever. And
from an adult's perspective.
Yeah, I fucking hate Jamie, man. He's a fucking little prick. And so he's giving him like the proper cold shoulder when he gets back. And the thing is, like, because he tries to make it to his karate recital and then he gets pulled over by a policeman And
admittedly, he does drive down the fucking...
He does drive. But his intentions are pure. You get what I'm saying? Like, there was no way he was going to get there in the traffic jam that he gets stuck in.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this is my only chance. So really, it was the best, not the best, but like, like all his intentions were good. And yet this little shit just will not give him the time of day to be like, look, dude, I fucking broke the law.
Try and get here.
Try and get here. That's how much I love you. But he's all like, no, Dad, you don't love me. And his dad's like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, oh, this fucking thing called a Turbo Man.
Which is basically
a Power Ranger, right?
A Power Ranger, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a Power Ranger with a jetpack, pretty much. And it can shoot discs from its arms.
Yeah, discs. Scary.
And it also has like a voice box in it and stuff like that.
It's just a piece of plastic shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Dad, I'll love you. Basically, I'll love you forever if you get me this. And I think it's like that sentiment, that number one, just completes the Christmas spirit for me in this movie.
Yeah, consumerism.
That's all it is. It's like, I'll only love you if you get me the precise product code that I want. And just, yeah, it's just cupboard love to the max.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's one thing this movie does well. It really kind of looks at that and kind of takes the piss out of it a lot. Like, especially, essentially after he says that he wants it, being a good dad.
So I'm gonna
Arnie heads out and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna try and get this. And then everyone's like, you won't fucking get one. It's sold out everywhere.
It's sold out everywhere, you idiot.
Turbo Man is like as popular as U2 in the 90s in this universe.
It is super popular. There's like Turbo Man mania, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I think the closest thing to it is like the Wii meltdown of like Christmas 2007 when literally everyone had a fucking Wii. You know what I mean? Just everyone got one. But I think like so he goes out to find this toy because he's just trying to do it. But he was supposed to do it like ages ago. So he's still in the wrong. Yeah. He's still the bad guy, basically.
It's weird though because he works at like a
what does he do?
He works at like a thing, something to do with Christmas gifts and gifts wrapping and some shit like that. Right?
I don't think
he's
he
always
does.
Like, yeah, I swear that there is something in retail that he does because he's always like, oh, remember you're my number one customer at the end of the phone call.
He's a retail guy.
So if he's in retail, couldn't he just say to one of his retail friends, hey, my kid wants this. Can you get one?
Yeah, I'm sure he must have connections somewhere. But I mean, he's been working really hard, so he must have something.
Whatever. It slipped his mind because he's an adult and he has real responsibilities other than getting toys.
So that's the setup, and basically it's an hour and a half of hilarious hijinks as Arnold Schwarzenegger goes around all these shops basically trying to get this toy. And there's also a villain in it, which is weird. There's a guy, there's basically a dude who's in the exact same position as him, played by Sinbad.
Yeah.
This is like the only thing Sinbad has been in. That and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, in the mental hospital episode. But so he's like a postman and he'll just like stop at nothing to get this Turbo Man.
Toy.
And it's like to the point where he threatens to blow up a radio station with a bomb, which he doesn't know is a bomb, but then it turns out it is a bomb.
No, the first time he says it's a bomb, it's not a bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then
the second time he has another package and he's like, this is a bomb. And then that is a bomb and a cop gets blown up.
Yeah, it's really fucking dark. I remember watching that like this time around and being like, holy shit.
He's made a bomb threat, man.
No, just the fact that like they just kind of like, because they're walking away from the news station and then the bomb blows up and then they're just like, oh, kind of basically like,
that wouldn't wash nowadays.
You can't be putting like bomb jokes in
zany Christmas movies.
Lol.
So a lot happens between him threatening the station with a bomb.
Oh yeah.
So let's quickly run over it. So he gets to the first toy stop, which is where he meets Sinbad. He's outside and Sinbad starts going on this massive tirade about how consumerism is killing Christmas and how it's a big conspiracy by the toy companies, which is actually a really well delivered bit. And there's like the whole crowd. But he does it
in just a crazy enough voice that everyone's like, you're a madman, the audience included.
Yeah, pretty much. Some of it's actually quite like,
it's pretty deep. He could write for Before It's News.
Nice callback.
Thanks, man.
Hey, listen to that episode if you haven't. It was the last episode that this is
not the last episode
to.
ever, just the previous episode.
Yeah, whatever. So then basically everyone kind of rushes into this toy store, and it's all craziness, and then basically like Arnie's there. And he goes like, have you got any Turbo Man dolls? And the two guys in the toy store
just full on laugh in his fucking face, like, and I'm pretty sure they essentially call him an idiot, like to his face, like, you fucking idiot! I can't believe you think you're gonna get a Turbo Man on Christmas Eve. It's only the hottest selling toy of all time. Oh, they're just like laughing in his face, and I would just, I mean, I know it's supposed to be like, you know, you're supposed to take things out of context and be like, get a bit crazy in a kids comedy film, but holy shit, working in retail,
that's bad retail.
I would never just like stop and be like, you fucking moron.
You think we've got the Dark Knight 3?
You fucking dick. I'd just be like, oh, sorry, mate, we're sold out. It's been selling like, I mean, I think you're just going to have trouble finding it anywhere. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so, Arnie, after about a full-on minute of not only the retailers laughing at him, but the fucking
shop.
The whole shop just basically stops and it's like, ha, 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 at him. And they go like, oh, you can get fucking Turbo Man sidekick Booster, which is sold none.
Everyone hates Booster. And that's a cool joke later on. Basically, everyone hates Booster, his shitty fucking...
He looks like a pink saber-toothed tiger, right?
Yeah, exactly. And right near the end, there's this bit where I'm not going to spoil it, but basically there's a guy in a Booster costume and he gets knocked over and all the kids are just like, we hate you, Booster, and just start kicking the shit out of him.
Just proper wailing into him. It's like, whoa. Again, I don't think I've ever hated a cartoon character that much that if I saw him on the ground, I'd be like, it's time for you to pay, bitch.
And like, why is the whole cartoon so popular if this one character is so universally hated? Like, you'd think it would bring the whole show down, really.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to rack my brain trying to think of something like that.
You can't. It's so far removed from reality, really.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Captain Planet. They had that Heart Kid that no one really liked, but...
Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. Like, it's not quite on the same scale.
If he was in a public event, he'd
get the shit kicked out.
Yeah, next time you see him, he's in like a fucking Pope-mobile. He's just surrounded by bulletproof glass.
Fucking like 10-year-old trying to take a shot from the rooftop.
Yeah, just with a catapult. Some real JFK shit. And so Arnie gets a little bit pissed off at the retailers and eventually just like basically choke grabs him and is just like, stop fucking laughing at me and tell me where I can get a Turbo Man right now.
So then there's a lot of him kind of traveling around shops.
It's a little montage.
The guy, Sinbad, basically ends up, offers to team up with him. Arnie's like, fuck no, because you're clearly insane. And then there's some shit where they go around different shops and there's this whole bit with like they're doing a lottery in this massive mall to get like a few Turbo Man dolls that they have left. And so he's chasing a ball around in this really weird section where he's basically crawling through a kid's jungle gym.
Yeah, because this little child picks up the bounce. That's another thing that confuses me.
It's the bounciest fucking ball.
It's the bounciest fucking ball. It manages to bounce all the way from the shop to like the other end of the shopping mall.
Yeah, and through a kid's like playpen thing.
Yeah. And then the kid fucking grabs it and he's just like running along with it. And again, this is another one of Arnie's hilarious misunderstandings because he's basically trying to get the bouncy ball off the kid to get the lottery, and then all these mothers come out of nowhere and they're like, oh, you paedophile, and they start beating the shit out of him, right? But like, I'm sure like if I was him, I wouldn't go like chasing after the kid in the playpen. I'd just be like, oh, fucking that kid's got the any of you that kid's mum, and one of them just be like, yeah, why? It's like, well, then just explain the situation. And she'd be like, oh my god, yeah, I'm so sorry, give the man that ball, you dick.
It just shows how good of a father he is, man.
Not
really wants to get that Turbo Man.
Well, he's a good dad, but he's just a shit decision maker.
So we'll get on to the other villain in a sec, I guess. But first off, after he's been chasing this ball, he loses it eventually, and then we see Jim Belushi.
Oh, Jim Belushi, yeah, as a fucking mall Santa.
A mall Santa who's also in the mob.
Yeah,
basically, which is the most. When I was watching it last night, I was literally thinking, this is one of the most absurd like ideas I've ever seen. So it's basically he's a mall Santa and he's got an elf with him. Back in the days of exploitation of people of a smaller stature, and essentially he's like, "Oh, we can hook you up.
We can hook you up with a turbo man.
With a turbo man." And so they drive him to this fucking warehouse where there's like tons of mall Santas making fake toys.
Black market, for fake toys.
And then there's this whole thing where he's like, "Oh, we've got one. That'll be $300." He gives the elf guy the money, and then
really pranging out about it, man.
he gets it, and it's basically like just a Spanish version. Like, it's got like
it's a
Spanish
broken
voice
Spanish version,
and the whole thing's just broken. And then he's like, "Give me my money back." That was the worst.
That was fucking awful.
Whatever.
From now on, we do it in our English voices.
Give me the money back. So Elf's like, "Nah, mate." Basically,
no
and
refunds.
Then there's this huge action scene with like so many Santas and elves and Vernon Troy.
I was gonna say, did you notice Vern Troyer as a little Santa fucking knocking about? But I think everyone does.
So he's
pretty recognisable, seeing as he's knee high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, and there's then the fucking police raid the place.
And Arnie fucking Axel F's out of there by pretending to be a detective. And he's like, "Bye-bye," and just fucking walks out.
So this is the second law he's broken. He's sped. He's impersonated a police officer.
Well, that's a felony.
Yeah, that's big.
That's a big one.
And then he assaults a police officer later.
He's already fucking knocked over the same police officer that got him before in for the speeding. He knocks over his bike.
Oh yeah, shit. When he's going to the mall, he backs his car into the cop's bike,
which delays him getting to the Turbo Man.
Yeah, well, at least he stopped. At least he didn't just drive off, right?
Yeah, he's responsible for his act. He knows that his actions have consequences.
So, all of this is happening. Arnie's not having a great day, really.
Arnie's not having a good day at all.
And all the while, we see a great actor, R.I.P., Phil Hartman, portraying a guy called Ted.
And he's portraying the same guy that Phil Hartman pretty much always portrays. Yeah. Which I'm not sad. He's just a character actor. And he's just that skeezy, fucking grimy, middle-aged dude who's just he just sounds like a pervert.
He sounds like a second-hand car salesman.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. He just sounds skeezy.
Yeah.
Like he's always trying to sell you something. And basically, he's a recently divorced man who's basically sowing his fucking seed all around the town.
All over the place.
Over the place. Because he's
in
just
his little cul-de-sac.
Yeah, in his little cul-de-sac. Because he's just a handyman. He just goes around people's houses, fixes their radiators, and gets his like fucking knob tugged on afterwards.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he's got a fucking killer deal going on, man. He's got some killer moves. I need to learn from him.
He's trying to get on Arnie's wife, obviously.
Yeah, because she's not actually that hot. Like, if I remember correctly, like Arnie could have done way better.
She looks like a Poundland version of Jennifer Aniston.
The Spanish broken version.
the Santa mob version. He's kind of there. And there's tons of like weird innuendo and stuff, like jokes for the adults that weren't really necessary because the movie's just quite funny. But like there's this bit where he's got like a reindeer, and he names it Ted, and then fucking Arnie's on the phone to Jamie, and
Jamie,
he's like, where's your mother? And he's like, she's out back stroking Ted. It's like,
that's it. Willy jokes. We get it.
Yeah, and what happens after this? So I hear on a radio, basically, this is a really condensed version of this movie. They're in a cafe and they hear on a radio like, if you want a Turbo Man toy, we're doing a competition. Ring in. And then there's another fight between Sinbad and Arnie, and they end up at the radio station,
which is hosted by Gene Parmesan from
from Arrested Development.
From Arrested Development. He's everywhere. Yeah. He's everywhere.
This is when the mailman threatens to blow the fucking place up, and he's like, I'll do it, I'm a mailman, which was a great great little joke. And then the cops come.
It's the same cop again.
Yeah, same cop again, who surprised he's not, having
he's
a
not
day
doing
off now.
he's not even doing any paperwork or anything
No.
pertaining to any of these accidents that have happened to
or
him.
making a connection with any of them. Like, this could be problematic. We've got this guy going around.
There is a string of felonies coming out of this man.
Yeah, and very clearly it's him as well, because he's a 6'4" Austrian man
who is built like a shit brick house, brick shit house, not
enough.
a shit brick house.
Shit brick house.
That would be.
He's very fragile.
That's what I'm built like, a shit brick house. It's like he's kind of
big, very fragile.
But yeah, could blow over with it. A mild wind. Oh.
So there's the bomb thing that we spoke about earlier, and then they basically hear like, there's this parade going on. So Ted's all like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking take this bitch to the parade.
Oh, this bit is really creepy, man.
Yeah, it gets a bit dark.
It gets a bit Killing Joke at one point. They're just like it's Phil Hartman and Arnie's wife knocking about in car, getting a bit make out hill, and
Juanita Aniston.
Juanita Aniston, yeah, and and they're just sitting in the car, and then he just starts like full on like coming on to her, just like, oh, you need a
like grabbing her and shit,
like doing the whole stretch and put your arm around. He's like, you need a man who's there for you, cares about your feelings, doing all that, and he basically just like jumps on her face, and then she's like, ooh no, and just walks away. It's like, I feel like she underreacted to that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean? Like getting sexually assaulted in a car is not just like a ooh no kind of thing. It's like I'm going to call the police.
I'm going to call that one cop
that seems to be on it all day. He's fucking Judge Dredd. Like,
he's prolific, man.
St. Paul has its own Judge Dredd.
And he looks like Bob Barker.
He does look exactly like Bob Barker, right?
Yeah.
But a slightly sterner Bob Barker.
So Arnie makes it to the fucking parade or whatever, basically, and then Bob Barker's there. He pretty much throws coffee over Bob Barker.
Yeah, burns his face.
Yeah,
burns his face and hands.
and then he's being chased by Bob Barker, who I should note has just been blown up.
Yeah, by a
small
bomb,
incendiary device.
But he's back on the he's back on the beat, man.
The NYPD were running short on cops that day, apparently.
It's saying St. Paul, Twin Cities.
All right, shit.
You should know about that with atmosphere, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, there was all at the parade, I think. Anyway,
what Slug was just in the background dropping some fire bars.
Yeah. So obviously at the parade, Turbo Man, right? So Arnie kind of fucking stumbles into this backroom warehouse thing while he's trying to evade the cop. And these fucking dudes just come up to him and they're like, "Oh, good, you're here! Like, you
finally, you're late."
Yeah,
and he starts getting tugged and pulled around. And surprise.
This scene always stuck with me as a kid because I remember seeing it when I was young, and when I was rewatching it, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I just remember when they're basically putting the Turbo Man costume on him, and it's got this weird shot, and I always found it weird when I was a kid, where it's like it's from Arnie's perspective.
Yeah.
So basically, you kind of know what's going on as the viewer.
You know, if you're not an idiot, you kind of guess what's going to happen.
Yeah, but it's POV, so you never actually really see him in the Turbo Man suit until he emerges from the float in the parade. And I was like, oh, that's just a really nice touch because you know as little as he does. And then as soon as he pops out, he's just like, oh, shit.
Uh-oh, I'm really in for it now. Again, it's like, you're really not. You could literally just walk off the float and be like, I'm not the guy, and just ruin everyone's day. I mean, you're going to ruin your son's day and shit, but...
So yeah, there's this whole bit where they're going on the float, and then they're like, "Oh, he's going to pick one kid from the audience to win this limited edition Turbo Man doll."
And obviously he picks Jamie.
Yeah.
Again, right? Okay, this is one thing. Like all throughout the end of this, right? Arnie suffers from Superman syndrome, where literally people are right up in his face and can see him full on and can hear his voice.
No, he's got the voice changer thing.
Yeah, he does have the voice changer on, but it's when you're
it's
right next to him,
accent.
you can. Yeah, it's still an Austrian accent.
How many Austrians of his build
that know his name, that know the kid's name, are there knocking about in St. Paul? Probably not that many. Yeah. I'm not sure. But yeah, so he goes like, "Oh, Jamie," and he's like, "Oh, Turbo Man, I love you." Basically, yeah, again, right up at his grill. And the thing is, he's got like a visor, so you can like, even with the voice change and the whole suit, you can still see his fucking face.
Basically, yeah.
And he's never just like, "Oh, Dad, cool, man."
And I think you'd know, just because, you know, natural instinct and stuff. You'd be like, "That's my dad."
That's my dad.
So yeah, then there's this weird action sequence with like
with the postman.
Yeah, with the postman who also gets dressed up as fucking the arch nemesis of Turbo Man.
I can't remember his name, what, Megamind or something like that?
Something like that. And he's meant to basically the guy is meant to like rappel down from this rooftop onto the float, but somehow the mailman gets up onto the roof where this guy is, beats him up and takes his clothes, and then gets down there, leaving the guy in his underwear on the roof in a pile of snow, probably to get pneumonia and die.
Yeah.
And there's no one else on the roof with him. There's no safety team, no security.
No, it's just like we trust that you can just rappel off a roof and you'll be fine.
And no one's giving the cue either.
He's just got a kind of cute. He's got a kind of spitball. He's like, They said when it's parallel with the third street lamp, and I mean,
it's almost there.
I'm not exactly parallel with the third street lamp, so whatever. Let's just go for it. Hopefully, I'll be fine.
So anyway, he lands on the float, and then he's like, "Oh, fuck you! I know who you are, Arnie. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." And then there's this weird fight, and then so he beats him.
Kidnaps his
Turbo
child.
Man beats him.
Yeah.
First of all. And then he's like, yeah, Turbo Man's cool. And all the kids are like, yeah. And then these fucking these the minions of the bad guy basically emerge from the back of the float and just start fucking wailing on Arnie like for no reason.
But the best part is they're like, don't you know the choreography? Yeah. And they're still beating the shit out of it. It's like, well, wouldn't you just work? Because they're not doing it like out of malice. They're literally just doing it. This is part of the act. And so he's getting the shit kicked out of him. And you would have thought after like the first few punches landed, they'd be like, all right, let's try it.
You're not the guy.
You should know all this.
Yeah,
maybe we should stop punching you so much.
I found that weird. So yeah, they're proper beating the shit out of him. There's like 5 or 6 of them. And then the mailman kidnaps his son.
Climbs up a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, so climbs up a building, like a billboard falls over, so they're like kind of hanging off this building with the Turbo Man and stuff. So it's the postman, Jamie, and the toy. I'm adding him in as a character because he's like the main point now. And this is another really weird thing.
I know what you're gonna say.
So, like, so when they were fighting, Turbo Man was like used the flying discs from it. Like Arnie used the flying discs on his suit to pew pew pew, like shoot Megamind or whatever. And I mean, that kind of makes sense. That makes sense that the suit would have that. But I thought they would have like, I don't know, just be like a little disc and you shoot with the children. It's like, watch more Turbo Man or something like that. Just some like really shattered. That's what I would do anyway. Then and
cool, man.
Yeah, and then
BVS needs to get you on as a marketing exec.
Just have batarangs thrown at people. It's like,
fuck!
Just a fucking batarang sticking out your head like Big Boss style, just like, oh shit. Oh, go to the doctor and they're like, it just says you should watch BVS when it comes out in May.
I will.
I was gonna do that anyway. I didn't need the brain trauma. So yeah, and then Jamie's just like, oh, use your jetpack, Turbo Man, and he's like, okay, and he just naturally kind of knows how to use that fucking full-fledged.
Yeah, there is. The thing is so it's a fucking full-fledged jetpack that somehow some fucking weapons grade scientist has been working on.
Which they're just going to give to an actor.
Yeah, for a toy. So apparently working jetpacks are a thing in this universe. And when they're putting him in the suit, they're like, oh, you've got to watch the pressure gauge. And then they're all going on about like, make sure the pressure doesn't go over like 52 PSI and all this shit. And that never comes back up again. There's no pressure gauge or anything. So there's this whole scene for like way too long. This is maybe
3 minutes.
Yeah. 3 minutes of Arnie struggling to fly a jetpack.
And just, really Looney Tunes-esque, like flying up towards the sky, and then him, like, you're like the bird's eye view camera, and he comes up really close, and then the thing sputters out, and he goes, oh, and falls away from it's really like it reminded me exactly of Last Action Hero, when he's hanging onto that elevator, and then the brick comes off, and he just kind of looks at the brick and goes, oh, and just like drops the brick and falls, which is way funnier. Watching Arnie's face just turn to sheer horror as he plummets to his death, man. It was great. So yeah, he's flying off fucking 3 minutes. He and then he manages to become like a master pilot of the jetpack in like a split second.
Yeah, well, he's Arnie, man. He can do anything.
He can do anything. Saves the
He
kid.
can outrun a nuke. It's not really like.
Yeah, he gets the kid, saves Megamind, and he's like, naughty, Megamind. And then Megamind gets fucking arrested by the police, really civilly. He's just like, oh, off you go.
They don't kick the shit out of him or anything.
And again, Arnie doesn't fucking kick the shit out of him because again, his child has been hanging like over probably a 50 to 60 foot drop on a billboard, and he's just like, "Oh, you mucker, what are you playing at?
You got me again."
Yeah, and then so it's the end of the movie basically.
Yeah, the Christmas spirit comes in, doesn't it? When Jamie, even though this man is clearly fucking going to prison,
and
bombing
he
a radio
almost
station.
murdered him.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, have the toy if you want it so bad." Ha ha ha! Spirit of giving. La ha 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 ha. Doesn't matter because he's going to jail. His kid's never going to see him again.
His kid is never going to see him again.
So there's that, and then he's like, "Oh, why do I need the toy when I got the real Turbo Man?" And if I was Arnie, I'd be like, "You don't know what I have been through to get you this fucking toy. You do not give that away.
That is yours forever. If I ever see that out of your room, if I ever see you playing with that, I'm going to punch you so hard. You're going to wish that you were a black belt in fucking karate, not a purple belt, yeah? I'm going to hand your ass to you."
So then at the end, there's also that weird bit that I totally fucking forgot before they go to the parade where Arnie nearly burns down Ted's house.
Oh yeah, shit, because he's gonna. It gets really dark at one point, and he's just
kind of blacks it out of my mind because it got so dark.
Yeah,
right?
Because he's like, "Oh, I'm never gonna get this Turbo Man," and then he gets a little image in his mind of Ted going like, "Oh, I got my Turbo Man like months ago. It's
under the tree," and it repeats it. Like,
it's really Simpsons-esque. Under the tree, under the tree, under. Then he's like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna steal from a child now," and. And he starts to steal the toy, and then the fucking reindeer comes and
he kicks the head off the baby Jesus.
Yeah, but no, he's running away from the reindeer.
He's running away from the reindeer. He kicks the head off of Jesus.
Fucking metal, dude.
Yeah, into a fire, which then sets the house on fire, basically, which is never touched on again.
Again, yeah, his wife his wife gets annoyed and storms off to the parade with Ted. That's why they're together in the car. But like when she sees him at the end, she's surprisingly pretty chill about the fact that he almost burnt down his neighbor's house and was going to steal from a child.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... See, that's what I mean. This is where the true spirit of Christmas comes from. This is why I think it just really encapsulates that Christian forgiving spirit. You know what I mean? You can try and take someone's life away. You can try and burn down everything that they own. You can bomb a policeman. And I mean, it's Christmas, man. You just gotta let it go. Good. It's all good. But that's what I was going to say before. Jim Belushi, right? Is he ever in good movies?
Nah.
No, this is the thing. I was trying to wrap my brain. I was watching it with my mum, and then Jim Belushi came on, and I was like, is there a single good movie that Jim Belushi...
This is a pretty good movie.
Yeah, no, but I mean...
His role isn't
that good.
No.
He's just not like... Yeah, the sibling talent split was very one-sided when it came to the Belushis, I think. I mean, well, whatever you're doing, Jim, you're doing it pretty well because I'm pretty sure you're making mad bank, right? But yeah, I think John Belushi, I think he had most of that talent.
Yeah.
R.I.P., bro.
Somber ending there. Somber ending. So, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts? I don't know. I'm pretty brain dead.
Good movie?
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, it's a good movie in the fact that I enjoy it and it entertains me. But also in the same way that some of my favorite food is fast food. You know what I mean? It's like it's not actually good food.
It's not challenging in
any
way.
It's not challenging in any way. It's just something that I can stick on in front of my face and be like, "Ha! I remember him saying, put the cookie down."
We didn't even talk about that bit.
Yeah, that's because everyone knows about it. There's no point talking about it.
Yeah,
it's old ground.
Cool. Right. So that was a special.
That was a little special, just to we really should have actually talked about Christmas, probably.
No, well, this is enough. This is Christmassy. I'm not fucking talking about Christmas. What would we say?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's okay. We could have talked about like some bad Christmases or We'll save that for next Christmas because this
or
Christmas
after Christmas we can be like reflecting on Christmas. How was it?
Yeah, and we can reflect on the presents that we got, even though I've gotten all my presents.
Yeah.
Now, so Christmas has fucking been and gone for me. That's why I'm not donning like a Santa hat and like dyeing my beard white, which I really want to do. I might talk to work and be like, yo, on the 23rd, can I like spray paint my beard white and wear a Santa hat all day? Because I've got the fattest beard on the team. Like, there's no denying it. Like, it's the best. And just want to be like, can I be Santa? And I'm fat enough to be Santa. Easily. Like, I'm pretty like anytime you see early drawings of Santa Claus, he's always like actually pretty trim. Like, when did he become fat? When was that a thing?
When fucking Coca-Cola Corporation made Christmas red.
Yeah, but
it didn't happen, by the way. It's a myth.
Yeah, that was. But I mean, Santa Claus did used to wear black.
And green. But
yeah,
red was always a color associated with Christmas.
Yeah, and
don't let anyone say that the Coca-Cola Corporation changed Christmas to red.
They don't own Christmas.
It's not how it works. It's mostly a series of traditions.
Yeah, that handed down through generations, and then their meanings become murkier as time goes on.
Yeah.
I love pagans.
So, yeah. Thanks for listening if you bothered.
And Merry Christmas.
Yeah, have a good Christmas. Basically, the only reason we did this is just because we only mentioned it at the end of the last episode. So, yeah, have a good Christmas.
Love you guys.
Bye.